My name's John. I live off-grid in the high desert of Arizona. I've had 3 dogs most of the time, and recently I got a new Boz Kangal puppy.
Oh, you guys are playing already.
A guy had reached out to me and said that I could have the puppy for free as long as I would give it a good home. In addition to my 4 dogs, I have 4 cats, I think 12 pigs, 2 horses, and 4 hens. So the fact that he's a livestock dog will turn out perfect on my desert homestead. You might notice in the background these earth homes that I've started to build for my dogs. They've had sandbag dog homes for quite some time. Recently I covered them in cob, and now I'm starting to cover them in cement.
Good boy, buddy.
So the new puppy, Malleus, will get his own earth home, which will have to be larger than all of the other dogs' earth homes, because he's going to grow up to be around 200 pounds. I've been slowly introducing Malleus to the cats, to the horses, to all of the dogs, and just getting him used to being around the chickens and the pigs, because I want him to be friends with all of the animals, and for him to understand that his job is to protect all these animals on the homestead. Just like the rest of my dogs, I'm going to train Malleus to be very gentle. I don't need to train him to be aggressive at all, because it's his instinct to protect. So I'll just train him to be very gentle, and then when he needs to use his instincts, he'll still be capable of doing that. It's been interesting to watch him, because
Good boy, buddy.
he is naturally
Malleus.
kind of a
Good
barker, a
You're
protector.
a good boy.
But I'm going to
Good.
train him never to bark unless it's a threat, and it's pretty natural for him to bark only when it's a threat. Since he's a little puppy, anything that's out of the ordinary, he kind of starts to bark at, which is what he's supposed to do. But my job is to get him used to all of the normal things around the homestead, and that way he will only bark when there's something new introduced, such as possibly seeing a coyote or a mountain lion or a black bear, maybe a snake. And so I'm training him to only bark in those situations, so that I know for a fact that it's actually a threat when he barks. So he's only 3 months old. He already has larger paws than my 3-year-old Stapes, who is he's a husky pit bull mix. So he's not supposed to be huge anyway, but you get the idea. The puppy is already outgrowing my 3-year-old dog. My other 3 dogs are medium-sized dogs, so they eat closer to 2 cups of food each day. Malleus is already closer to 4 cups of food each day, and as he matures, he'll get up to around 7 cups of food a day. Malleus has been doing a really good job responding to positive reinforcement. So if he barks when he's not supposed to, I'll try to just ignore him at first, and if he cools it, he cools it. If he doesn't, I'll simply tell him no, and then ignore him some more. And then if he's quiet, then I immediately am like, good boy, and I reinforce him positively. He responds pretty well to that. And I've been doing the same thing. If he nibbles on something, I tell him no. When he stops, immediately I reward him. And he seems to really like that positive praise. Thankfully, I already have older dogs, and if you've had dogs before, if you pay much attention, your older dogs will train the dog as well in a lot of ways, such as they walk the perimeter and stay inside the fence. They could get outside the fence, but they stay inside because they're trained to. And
You getting him?
as he watches them,
him pretty good.
he'll pick up
Don't
different
hurt him,
things like
okay?
that and learn from the older dogs. He's already had his first couple rounds of shots, so I'll get him in to get his new shots soon. And he's been watching me. I snack on carrots mostly. I've been losing weight, and he seems to really enjoy snacking on the carrots with me. Look at those paws. Oh my gosh. So now that was Helga, and then I have Stapes, Incus, and now Malleus. And if you know anatomy, Incus, Malleus, and Stapes are the 3 smallest bones in the human ear, and Malleus means hammer, and that's Malleus. I've had him for about a week now and just wanted to update you guys. I've had some people asking how he's doing. He's doing very well with the rest of the animals. You can subscribe if you want to learn more about my homestead, and stay tuned. There will be more updates about Malleus and the rest of the dogs.